Hey, what's up, my friends? It's your buddy Phil here, project management trainer and coach. I hope you're doing awesome. It's been a while that we spoke about PMP stuff. Now, I've been doing a lot of CAPM exam tutorials for people getting ready for the CAPM exam, but I thought I'd speak to you for a little bit about the PMP exam. So, obviously, just out of the gym, casually dressed, but I wanted to stress the importance of staying on it to get good. Now, when I say get good, I'm talking about two types of good. GOOD, good, which is from repetition and habit and being intentional about your studying and things such as that. Same way you would be intentional about any other type of training, like being in the gym over there. But at the same time, talking about being good by repetition, I also wanted to call your attention to being GWUD, good. Now, I know some of you have heard me talk about this before, but it does beg repeating because a lot of folks are not getting good, GWUD, as they're studying for the PMP exam. So what do I mean by good, GWUD? By GWUD, I'm talking about thinking about the processes using this acronym. G, getting, U, using, W, where, and D, doing. So let me explain it. It actually starts off with what am I doing? What am I getting? What am I using? Where is it going? And why? But a play on words, I rearrange it to form GWUD so that you can remember it. So for every one of the 49 processes before you go into the PMP exam, you need to ask yourself, what am I doing in each of the 49 processes? If you don't know what you're doing, you're lost. And you need to get back on track by opening up the PMBOK guide and reading each of the 49 sections, 4.1, 4.2. And when I say each of the 49 sections, I'm talking about the beginnings of the sections where it says, the purpose of this process is ... You need to read that, you need to highlight it. That is the what am I doing. If you don't know the what am I doing, you're at risk on many questions. Many questions the PMI just want to see, do you know what you're doing? And if you don't know what you're doing, you could get a boatload of questions wrong. So what am I doing should come first, okay? Then, what am I getting? What are you getting out of the process? Are you getting deliverables, issue log, work performance report, work performance information, requirements traceability matrix, requirements documentation, cost forecast, schedule forecast, procurement strategy, team performance assessments. The list is endless. Page 89, of course, is front and center. So if you don't know the key things you're getting out of a process, you could be setting yourself up for trouble. So what should you do? Open up the book to the relevant section and know what exactly you're getting, not in parrot fashion. And I'm not talking about the less significant outputs, I'm talking about the big ticket outputs. For example, Develop Project Charter has two. Do you know what they are? Develop Project Management Plan has one major output. You see, Validate Scope has, I would say it's really more like one, because change request is very repetitive. That's not to say they're not important in Validate Scope, but you need to be pinpoint precise about those unique ones that don't appear everywhere or appear in 2 or 3 places. You know, an example would be BOE, Basis of estimates. Do you know where basis of estimates would show up? Can you mention at least 3 of them? That's the level I need you to get to as far as what am I getting? What are you getting out of the process? Okay? So what am I doing? What am I getting? The next level of consciousness is what am I using? So what am I using is talking about what you're using to get your output. Which technique are you using? Oh, I'm using data analysis. Okay. Which aspect of data analysis are you using? By the time you start looking like a deer caught in the headlights, you know you got a problem. If you don't know pinpoint precise which aspect of data analysis you're using on very significant processes like control cost, where earned value is front and center, and you don't know that earned value analysis is rolled up under there, you ain't doing it right, my friend. You need to be able to tie each one of those sub items to the relevant tool and technique. Another example would be cost of quality. Do you know where that is? Or cost benefit analysis. Do you know where that rolls up into? You see what I'm saying? You gotta know this stuff, folks. You gotta know it. That is the what am I using. So if you don't know the tool and technique you're using, you ain't doing it right. Seriously. You need to know the specific tools and techniques being used. Someone says, Ishikawa. Okay. Where does that fall under? Do you know? You should know. What about the stakeholder engagement assessment matrix? Where does it roll up to? You should know. So page 686 to page 693, you got to be on top of those pages, folks. Okay? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. All right, so what am I doing? What am I getting? What am I using? Now, what am I using is twofold. What am I using to bake the cake? I'm using a pan, I'm using an oven, okay? What are you using for ingredients? In other words, what are the inputs? Without the flour, the eggs, the milk, the sugar, and so on, you don't have what you're using. So what you're using is twofold, but what I would really like you to do is combine what you are using as an input with what you're using as a tool and technique. So what are you using to drive that output? Are you using business documents? Okay, so business documents, what are you going to do with them? You're going to extract the information. How? You're going to agree on the information. With whom? Expert judgment, right? Or meetings, that kind of thing. You need to be able to marry the input with a tool and technique, all right? So that's what am I using. The final one, what am I doing? What am I getting? What am I using? And where is my output going? Project charter is my output. Okay, that's good, but where's it going? It's going to develop project management plan. Okay, that's one. What else? I don't know. You've got a problem, because it goes to all of those subsidiary planning processes: plan scope management, plan schedule management, plan risk management, plan procurement management, plan X management, whatever X is. And it also goes to a few other places like identify stakeholders and places in scope. You got to know it, folks. So get that down. Where is what I'm getting going? Where is what I'm getting going? If you don't know where what you're getting is going, you are also at risk on some questions. You see what I'm saying? Okay? Then the last piece of it, also a W. So get good. I really spell it GW squared UD. So why is it going there? Why is my project charter going to develop project management plan as an input? These are things you need to know, my friends, okay? And that is really what I wanted to remind you about. If you're studying for the exam and you're not doing this, you're not doing it right, my friend. You got to account. You got to put some direction. My Get Good system puts direction into your action. So you're not just carrying out some random actions. It's calculated, it's deliberate, it's focused. You become like that laser focused eagle going for the kill. That's what I'm talking about. All right? That's what you need to do. So, I advise you to think about my Get Good system. No matter what you do, no matter wherever you find yourself in your studying, everything, every piece is going to tie to the Get Good system. So share this video with your buddies who are getting ready for the exam. Let them know about the Get Good system. Let them use it. It will help them in their study and make sure they don't go off on the deep end studying stuff that they cannot correlate. You need to be able to correlate. What am I doing? What am I getting? What am I using? Where's it going? And why? All right, I hope that helps you today, folks. If you got any questions for me, be sure to send them in using either the chat function. I think that way you might have a chat box or down below. All right, so do you guys have any questions for me right this moment? If they are questions, I would be very happy to take them. But if there are no questions, I'm going to be jumping off the bus. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Thank you all very much. I wish you all the best in your studying. Make sure you get good, all right? Bye for now. See you later. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.